Yo, what the heck is going on, everybody? It's me, Michael Game Show here, and welcome back to NHL 12 GM mode. This is my second season with the Los Angeles Kings, and I'm at the 2012 NHL free agency. And look, you can see on the top right who are the top 5 best free agents. And we got Carey Price. I don't know who that is. Tuukka Rask. Interesting. David Perron and Shane Doan. And if you guys are wondering, no, I am not signing Carey Price. I don't like Carey Price. So, and plus I have Jonathan Quick, who is our goalie, and he's great. So, and our average age is 27 years old. And I re-signed all the players that I need to re-sign. So now I think we're gonna start looking at free agency, because I'm quite excited to do it. Now before we get started, I have to upgrade my trade block because there's one thing I'm gonna do, or at least try to. Oh wait, did I? I just remembered. Did I show the awards last time? I actually don't remember, but I will show you them really quick. So just a reminder. Okay, so the New York Rangers won the Stanley Cup. San Antonio Rampage won the AHL Cup, or the Calder Cup. And the Rangers won the President's Trophy. The Clarence S. Campbell was the Detroit Red Wings, so basically the Western Conference champions. Prince of Wales Trophy belongs to the New York Rangers. Art Ross Trophy belongs to Alexander Ovechkin. Hart Memorial Trophy belongs to Alexander Ovechkin. James Norris Memorial Trophy goes to Mike Green. Lady B Memorial Trophy goes to Nicholas Backstrom. Calder Memorial. Wait, was it? Calendar Memorial? I don't know how to say it. Goes to Jonathan. Wait a minute, is that? Oh, it's Rookie of the Year. Okay, the Calder Memorial Trophy. I couldn't remember what it was called for some reason. So basically, it's Rookie of the Year. Conn Smythe Trophy belongs to Henrik Lundqvist. Ooh, Tim Thomas. Does anyone remember him? Who had one of the best postseason ever in NHL history until Jonathan Quick came in like next year. The Venice Trophy, whatever that's called, belongs to Jimmy Howard, who actually the hockey guy just recently made a career video out of him. Like, I think today, in fact, or as I'm recording this. William M. Jennings Trophy goes to Jimmy Howard. View his goals against, oh, okay, that's what it is. Bill Mastering Memorial Trophy belongs to Greg Selly. I have no idea who that guy is. Frank J. Selke Trophy belongs to Pavel Datsyuk. Ted Lerzan Trophy belongs to Alexander Ovechkin. I don't know what that says. Richards Trophy belongs to Alexander Ovechkin. Alright, so I just want to show you guys the awards. Now I'm going to see if I can try to update my trade block. Oh, this is how you trade block. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I want to put you on there. Peter Dubois, one of the worst boys I've ever seen. And I'm going to put... Oh, there it is. Jonathan Bernier. I'm going to put those two on my trade block because I don't really need them. And now, I'm going to check my lines because I'm going to try to figure out who I really need because I don't really know. Oh, it won't let me. Well, crap. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I really need. Okay, so, is there a way that I can look at my players, like, roster or something that I can see, because I'm trying to figure out what I really need. Maybe? No. Yeah, that's not going to help me at all. Crap. Alright, so I think I'm just going to have to guess what I really need. I think the biggest thing we need is wingers and defense. Because I think we're good with centers. I think we just need a winger and defense. I mean, that's all we really need. But if I remember correctly, so let's see who's available, and try our best to go to free agency. I don't think we need centers. So, oh no, that's not what I meant to hit. There we go. David Perron. Do we risk Shane Doan for 2 years? He's 35. What do we do? David Perron is 24. Trying to figure out what should we do. He's the best player on the left wing. Do we go with Chris? Let's look at it, see if I can figure out how he did this last season. 24 goals, 20 assists, but he was a minus 22. Felix, shut up. Okay. Chris, how do you do last season? 18 goals, 20 assists for 38 points, plus 5. Okay. David Perron. He's an RFA, so. Oh no, I don't know what to do. Who else do we have here? Yeah, if you guys are wondering that noise was in the background, it's my cat. I don't know what he's doing. He's just running around. Yeah, he's also meowing, which is really annoying, especially since I'm recording. I only had back-to-back 50-point season. He's only 25, but is he an RFA? That's my main question. I don't know if he's an RFA. Is there a way I can tell? He might not. Sean Avery. He might not be a bad option, but I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's an RFA or not. He probably is. You had 26. You had 12 goals, 16 assists for 28 points. Yeah, you might not be bad either. How about you? Nope, you can screw off. So you're 33. You had 12 goals, 19 assists for 31 points and plus 10. Not a bad option either. This is the last guy. Linus Bomark. No, I think we should go for either David Perron or this guy. The problem is I don't know how good. Let's see. He's definitely the better player. Oh crap! I think we should take a gamble. He's an RFA because it says that at the beginning of the video, but might be worth it. In order to proceed, sign David Perron, you must provide the St. Louis Blues with draft picks below. No draft picks required. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I thought RFA requires like picks if you sign it. Alright, let's look at right winger now. No, that's not what I want to hit. Okay, there we go. Timo Solani. Alright, so we got this guy, 36. $28 goals, 24 assists, 52 points. He had like a 52-point season at the age of 36. Now, how about you? How'd you did last season? You're 29. You're 16 goals, 13 assists for 28 points. -5. Timu Solani. He's 41. He has 20 goals, 28 assists for 48 points +6. Yeah, he's the grade A. He'll always be a legend, but he can't wear A because because Drew Doughty wears it. So let's just offer him one. Blake Wheeler. 18 goals, 29 assists, 48 points. Ooh, he actually might be a good fit for us. Actually might consider offering him a contract, but he's in RFA. Only a 1-year deal. Winnipeg. He's with the Winnipeg Jets, but he's wearing a Predators uniform. Or that's what it looks like. And Jordan Tutu. How did he do? 3 goals, 13 assists for -2. Should I just do it anyway? Yeah, screw it. Screw it. He's probably gonna be gone anyways, unless I decide to resign him, but I don't really care. Let's see who's available for defense. Cam Baker. This guy's only 20. Is he an RFA? Alright, well, I sign him anyway. Alright, let's see what you have. You only have 2 goals, 8 assists. Wait. No, I'm not signing you. You're not worth my time. Might try for Cam Baker. He's in the AHL, so no. He didn't play a single game in the NHL. He's 24, so it might be a gamble. He's 23. I got a lot of these things. Like, a lot of these people are young. Did they have like not signed with their teams or something? 22. Yeah, same thing. These defense are young. Yeah, I'm gonna try for a Cam Baker. It makes a noise, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's just, I'm gonna look at goalies just out of curiosity. Nope, that's not what I want. Dan Allis, you can come to be my backup if you want. Alright, I think we're going to free agency, so let's go ahead and skip 2 days, see where we're at. Whatever. Okay, so no one signed with us so far. They all rejected it. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. Because I don't have the cap space. Oh, that makes total sense. Why they're rejecting them? I didn't realize I was at the salary cap. Yeah, look at my salary cap. I don't have any money. Oh my god, I am so stupid. How did I not notice that? It is so stupid. Well, I can't really do anything for free agency, so I guess I'm just gonna have to skip through it. I really don't know what to do. So, well, great. I just wasted like 15 minutes just trying to figure out signed players, and I didn't realize I didn't have enough cap space to pay anyone. Okay, so since I was a complete idiot, I didn't realize about the salary cap space. I thought I had at least like $2 million, $2 or $4 million, but apparently I don't. I guess the best thing to do is just go to the regular season. I don't know when that is, so I'm going to go to my dad's birthday, which is September 30th, see what happens there. Alright, also the preseason is just the same schedule, so it doesn't really matter how we do in the preseason. I'm your boss. I just want to let you know that I'm experienced with. I'm expecting you to make the playoffs. Yeah, I'll try my best to make the playoffs, but I can't promise that. Continue. Okay, our first home game's against the Detroit Red Wings. A lot of fans are going to say, oh my god, you're playing against the Loud House home team. Yeah, again, I don't want to hear that crap, so shut up about it. Alright. And I said that last time, but seriously, you have no idea how annoying it is. So, yeah. So, our first game is home against the Red Wings. Then we home to Nashville, then Dallas, and then we go to Winnipeg. Then our first road game of the season. So, I'm going to do the same thing like I did last time. Submit until we get to the end of the month, and then check down the standings, and then we'll see how we're doing. So, I will see you there. Oh my god, look at this. Guys, look, I just noticed something. So, after Winnipeg, we go to Carolina, then we go to Montreal. Then we play 3 straight hockey games. We go to Columbus, then we go to Detroit, back to back. Like, have you guys ever seen a hockey team play 3 straight games? I don't think I have ever seen that happen before in my life. I have seen like back-to-back games plenty of times, and even back-to-back same teams, but never in my life 3 straight games before. That is just ridiculous. And look, we played 4 straight games. After we played Detroit twice, we go to Nashville. Like, my god, that is absolutely brutal. I cannot even imagine that. I'm actually curious how we do in those 4 straight games. Well, we beat Columbus. Lost to Detroit the first time. We beat the Red Wings the second time. Okay, so we were 3-1. Okay, so we made it to the end of the month. We played last on the Halloween. And look, on this day is my birthday, so that means I turn 8 years old. I was in Hawaii during that time. That was when I was playing golfing with my dad and my mom at Hawaii at the Jungle Course. It was one of the hardest courses I ever played in my entire life. And if you don't believe me, it was a true story. Ask my parents about it; they remember it very well. There's even old videos on my phone, on my mom's phone, of me when I was like 8 years old. About that. It was like crazy. Anyway, to start off the month, it didn't really go so well as we lost to the Red Wings and the Predators. We lost 4 straight games, and 3 of them were in overtime. Then we won our first game against Carolina, then lost. During our 4-game trip, we beat the Blue Jackets, lost to the Red Wings, beat the Red Wings again, and beat the Predators. And we got a loss. So yeah, we didn't start up very good, but we got better. We got slightly better near the end of the month. And if you're wondering, we're 7-5 and we're not 5. We're 5. It looked like a 5, but we're actually 7-4 and 4, which despite we didn't start out very well, we did end the month pretty well. So we're not great, but not terrible. We're pretty mediocre, so kind of like last season. Let's take a look at the standings. Okay, we are in second place in our division. We have 18 points. We're 1 point behind the Sharks. Where we are in the Western Conference, we're fourth in the Western Conference. So we're in the playoffs right now. Like if the playoffs were today. So yeah. So, not a bad start, but not a great start either. We got a lot better. So kind of into November. Okay, guys. So we just finished November, and I can definitely say we are definitely a lot better now. We are 15-7-6. We're definitely. I think we were one of the hottest teams in the NHL in November because we had a great November. Let's take a look how we did. So we were kind of mediocre for a little bit. They were like hot and cold. Like win some games, then we lose some games. We went on a 3-game winning streak, and then we lost. Went a 3-game losing streak, and then then we went to Ottawa. So yeah, we're on a 3-game winning streak. So yeah, we definitely did a lot better in November than we did last year. I would say that. So I think we have definitely improved. Let's take a look at the standings. Oh hell yes, we're in first place in our division. We have 36 points behind Dallas. And San Jose completely fell apart. Like what the hell happened to them? Somebody can tell how they did the last 10 games? Yep, look at they're 4-6. 4-6. We're 6-2 in our last 10 games. Or we're 6-2-2 in our last 10 games. The Sharks has completely fallen apart. Alright, let's go to December. Submit that. Okay guys, we are 21-10-8. About the same, I would say, as we were in November. There's really not much difference. So we started a month with a 4 home game stretch where we were 2-2. And lost and won. Yeah, I swear to God, this team, it reminds me of the same team as we were last year. Like we win a game, then we lose the next game, then win the game, then lose the next game, then we go on a 2-game winning streak, then go on a 2-game losing streak, 3-game losing streak, 3-game losing streak, 3-game winning streak. Like it's like one of those things. Like my God, this team has no consistency, like at all. Definitely lost more this month than we did last month, but I still feel like we're okay. So let's see where we are in the standings. I just realized that I forgot to check where we were in the conference last time. But anyway, we're still first place in our division. We have 50 points behind Phoenix. San Jose has definitely gotten a lot better, and Dallas has taken a step back. Let's take a look at the last 10, just out of curiosity. We're 5-3-2. You know, that's something I probably should have done, and I just never did. And never did the last video. I probably should have done that, but just wasn't thinking about it because I wasn't sure if they even had it or not. Phoenix also was going on a hot streak. San Jose, Dallas, not so good. Anaheim, not so good. Oh, whoops. I want to go to the Western Conference, see where we are in the conference. Okay, I don't know why we're all the way down here. We're second place in the conference. We're still in the playoff hunt. Well, we're in the playoffs. We're in the division leaders. Alright, let's see how we start off with... Oh, there's the All-Star game. But we're not doing the All-Star game because I don't care about that. Ooh, the Ducks are offering me a trade. My main arrivals. Just 2 extra picks for playoff. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Whatever. Anyway, We just finished the January month. We're 29, 14, and 8. We only lost 4 times this month, and we're getting better and better every month. I like this. So let's see. We started 2013 with a loss to the Panthers. And then we went on a 4-game winning streak and lost 1. Yeah, 4-game winning streak. So we're no longer inconsistent anymore, thank God. Let's see where we are in the standings. First in our division, we have 66 points behind San Jose. So yeah, there's not much to really say. We are in the Western Conference. We're the best team in our conference, behind Chicago and Vancouver. All right. So now this time we're gonna submit to the trade deadline. And oh, look at this. Go to Toronto. We fly to Washington. We go to Tampa, then Washington, then we go to Toronto and San Jose. We're gonna submit and we play Edmonton back to back, and Colorado and Minnesota. So we're gonna go to the trade deadline this time. Oh. Well, finally, someone wanted to trade for Jonathan Bernier. I put him on the trade block, and same thing with here do I. Let's see. We got 2 defensemen. I want to see where they're at before I actually accept it. 28 and 25. So I get a young player. Let's see how they're doing this season. 51 games played, 6 goals, 8 assists for 14 points and -9. So I probably just need a change of scenery. And you have 4 goals and 12 assists for 16 points and plus 13. Ooh, okay. I actually kind of like this. Not gonna lie. And how is Jonathan Bernier this season so far? 5-2. 1.9 goals against average. He's actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'll accept this trade. Kind of want to get rid of Jonathan Bernier because in real life he got traded away after this season. So, and plus and you all know I'm going to use Jonathan quick, so gotta have to get rid of him somehow. So, may not be the best return, but at least it's something, right? All right, so we made it to the trade deadline. I'll talk about the month after the trade deadline. So, let's do it. All right, so I'm excited to do the trade deadline, and we got the Rangers. Rangers are calling me. It's funny enough, the Kings and Rangers actually made a trade for the Rangers traded Arte Panarin to the Los Angeles Kings recently. Matt Zuccarello for Matt Green and a 3rd round pick. Matt Zuccarello is actually a pretty solid player. And I just acquired some defense. Let's see how. Wait, I did not know Max Zuccarello was from Norway. I thought it was like Swedish or Finland. Yeah, Swedish, something like that. He's 25, but he will turn out to be a good player later on. And I did say I dig me some wingers, and I just acquired defense. And for a 3rd round pick, I'm gonna accept this trade. I think it's a good deal. Well, actually, I don't know if it's a great deal. I'm not familiar with trades. I don't know whether it is or not, but hey. And this is the first trade of the trade deadline. Los Angeles has acquired Max Zuccarello from the New York Rangers. New York Rangers acquired Matt Green and a 2013 3rd round pick from the Los Angeles Kings. That belongs to LA. Ooh, Columbus. Alright, let's see what they want. They want... I want this guy, a second round pick, for... I think that's a goal... Wait, is he a goalie or a defenseman? I can't tell. Oh, defenseman. I couldn't tell. It's like it's so hard to see for a center. 30-year-old center, and he's making $3 million. Well, let's see. This guy's injured now, so let's see. Wait, is that the person I just acquired? I think that's the person I just acquired. Let's see how. You have no goals, 14 assists. Okay, and how about the center? How? Oh, 40 points. He has 19 goals and 19 assists. Ooh, okay. How much should I take this? And for a second round pick? Sure. Alright, what about the Ducks? Let's see what they offer. Dustin Brown. No, I'm not trading. I am not trading Dustin Brown. Ain't happening. No, I don't want to trade. Yeah, you can have him. Okay. Alright. Yeah, don't ask me for Dustin Brown. Alright. Dallas and the Ducks are calling me this time. The Ducks calling for the second time. I'll take Kopitar. No, go screw yourself, Dallas. I'm not trading Ante Kopitar. No, I'm not. You know, Anaheim? Anaheim, here. Want my first? Alright, good. The league does not allow that. Dallas and Boston. Don't be Ante. Or Dustin Brown. Nope. Brad Richardson I wouldn't mind trading away, but not Dustin Brown. I'm not trading Dustin Brown. You can have Dustin Penner. Yes, they accepted it. They actually accepted it. Brad Marchand. Oh no. Brad Marchand. Johnny Boychuk. I don't want to trade Dustin Brown. But that's, oh my god. I kind of want to, and I kind of don't. Oh no. Oh no, I don't know what to do. But that's a good... Oh, crap. Let's see, were they able to take... You know what? Let's see if they were able to take Jack Johnson. Yes, they would. I have Brad Marchand and Johnny Boychuk. sorry, Jack Johnson. I really like you, but I don't know who to get rid of. Like, I really did not want to get rid of Dustin Brown, but I had no choice. I feel like I could have traded in Simone Gagne, but I'm afraid they were to deny it. I feel like Jack Johnson was probably the best option for that type of deal for Brad Marchand, but I don't know. So I kind of feel like I had no choice. For Rob Sagari. Okay, let me see how he did doing this season. He's on Kakistan, okay. Kakistan, not Pakistan, guys. He's not bad or not great. 27. How has Rob Sagari been this season? He's doing absolutely nothing. I was like struggling in the NHL, but ripping it in the AHL. He's struggling in the NHL, but actually ripping it in the AHL. No, I'm gonna say no. That does not sound like a good deal. Alright, Columbus. Mike Richards. Or 34-year-old. Let's see how he's doing. 55 points. I really want to trade Mike Richards. Kind of do, but kind of don't. I'm kind of in the middle. Let's see if they'll take this one. Okay, yeah, they did. Building for the future, baby. Is it the best idea? Probably not. But that guy had 55 points, so. Oh, that was it. All right. Let's see how we did last month. So, beat the Capitals, lost to the Maple Leafs and the Sharks. Yeah, so we kind of lose for a little bit. Win, loss, win. Yeah, we definitely took a step back in February. We haven't been playing that well. But yeah, I made some moves. I had to get rid of Jack Johnson, even though I really didn't want to. But Brad Marchand and Johnny Boychuk, at that time, that's a goddamn steal, especially for Brad Marchand. So sorry, I had to, and I wanted to upgrade my wingers and a little bit of defense, even though I did trade some defensive players. I think I did an okay job, but again, I'm not familiar with this, so we'll see. But the result we'll figure out at the playoffs. So we'll see how I do in the playoffs if I get there. All right, so we're still first place in our division, even though we took a noticeable step back. But we have 82 points, but we're only ahead by 1 by San Jose. Yeah, because they have more wins than we do, but we have more points than they do. So, how many were in the last 10 games? We're both 6-4. Oh, I hit the wrong team. I went to the AHL team. One goes to the Western Conference team. We're in 3rd place in the conference. Alright, we are behind Chicago and Vancouver. Oh God. Alright, well, pretty much at this point there's not much to do. So I'm just gonna submit to the end of the season. And we'll see what happens. Alright guys, we made it to the end of the season, so let's take a look on it. We're 46, 25, and 11. I think I forgot to say what the record was last time. That was my bad. So let's look where we were from the trade deadline. Okay. At least I can say that we were not hot and cold like we were last year. So I think we can safely say we definitely did make the playoffs. So, but the question is, who do we play in the first round? That's what I want to know. Wait, the Calgary Flames in the first round. Alright. Yeah, I don't care about the AHL. Let's take a look at the team standings. See where we finish. We finished first place in our division with 103 points. San Jose in second, and Phoenix, not Arizona, there were Phoenix at the time, in third in the division. And we're the second best. We have the second best record in the conference, and we're tied with Chicago with 103 points. But we lost the best team in the conference due to they having more regulation wins than we do, because they have 43 regulation wins, we have 42. So where does that put us in the entire league? We have the second best record in the league. All right. So we actually made the playoffs in our second year. Let's take a look at the playoffs tree. We're the 2 seed, and we played the 7 seed Calgary Flames. So we have Chicago, Colorado, then us versus Calgary, Vancouver versus Minnesota, and San Jose versus Phoenix. In the Eastern Conference, we have Carolina versus Montreal, Buffalo versus New York Islanders. Ooh, oh my God, the Battle of Pennsylvania between the Pittsburgh Penguins and Philadelphia Flyers, and the Winnipeg Jets and the Florida Panthers. Because remember, guys, this was back when the Winnipeg Jets were the Eastern Conference. This is before they moved to the Western Conference next year. But in this game, they were not programmed to go to the Western Conference. So they're going to be in the Eastern Conference for the series. So yeah, this should be a very interesting stuff. And as you can tell, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Vancouver, and Colorado, surprisingly, Colorado had 1 game so far. So now how this is going to work is, like I said in the series, like I said in the first video, I'll play in the playoffs, but I'm going to do a separate video for that. It's not going to be the same as this one, as you're going to see. So the next part you will see in this video is me after the playoffs. So whenever I win the cup, lose the cup, or get eliminated in the playoffs, that's when you will see again. And I'll make a separate video for the playoffs and stuff, for all the stuff. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do like game 1, game 2, game 3, or 4 stuff, or do it in all one video or something. I don't know. We'll see what I decide to do. So anyway, I'll see you guys after the playoffs, and if you want to see the playoff video, I'll post a link down in the description. So wish me luck. Alright folks, I just finished the playoffs. So yeah, believe it or not, we actually won the Stanley Cup, which I was not expecting that at all. Seriously, I record so many videos of the playoffs, and it took me like 3 weeks to do. I recorded the original video, like for like, you know, when the video that you're gonna see right now, like earlier in February. I don't remember what day I recorded. Yeah, it took me like 3 weeks because I was busy, and like my winter section was ending, and I had to like do a bunch of finals and stuff, so I didn't have time to finish the recordings and stuff. So yeah, it took a very long time, and here I am recording this again after winning the Stanley Cup, because yes, I actually did win, on February 27th, almost the end of the month. So yep, it was a crazy experience, and I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm so glad I did this. I feel like the games have their ups and downs. Like I mean, there were times where I just like get annoyed with it and make constant mistakes and stuff, especially turnovers against Calgary and San Jose and parts of Colorado. But yeah, so I'll show you my playoff run really quick. So this is where we started. Oh, and our last game of the season was against San Jose at home, and we beat them. Alright, so started against Calgary. We won the first 3 games, and then lost the next 3 games. and then won Game 7 in overtime. Then we went to Colorado and got embarrassed at home in the first game, but we shut them out in Game 2 after they shut me out in Game 1. Then got embarrassed by them again in Game 3, and then won the next 2 games. We won the next 3 games. And then we're off for 4 days. Then we started the conference finals against our main rivals, the San Jose Sharks, which we won. We won the first game, then lost the next 2 games, then won the third game, and somehow lost Game 5. And then we went to San Jose and absolutely crushed them, and then beat them in Game 7. And in Buffalo, we just completely destroyed them. Like, it's not even funny. Like, we beat them 4-1 in the first game, 4-1 in the second game, 4-1 in the third game. Yeah, seriously, we beat them 4-1 3 times in a row. And then the final game, which is the one I just recorded previously, we shut them out 5-0. So yeah, they only scored 3 times in the entire Stanley Cup Finals. That's just pathetic. But yeah, surprisingly, Buffalo was the easiest opponent. Like, they barely put up a fight at all. So yeah, let's take a look at the player stats really quick, and also the playoff tree. We'll do the player stat. We'll do the season for the player stat for the NHL for us, because I actually want to see, because I actually didn't really see it before. So actually, because I want to see how everyone did. Johnny Boychuk, 12 goals and 12 assists. Dustin Brown, 21 goals and 33 assists, 54 points. Okay. Matt Cavalier, I don't know who you are. He has 6 goals and 5 assists for 11 points. Okay, that's probably good. Okay, so Johnny Boychuk was a +1. Dustin Brown was a +4. You're a +2. Kyle Clifford, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points, and he was a -9. Drew Doughty, 15 goals, 40 assists for 55 points, and he was a +8. Jake Falwell, 10 goals, 11 assists for 21 points, and he was a -16. Ooh. That's not that great. Steve, let's see, you have 5 goals, 19 assists for 24 points, and you were a +14. Jeff Finger, you did nothing. You had 4 penalty minutes, and you were a -4. So, how many games did you play? I'm actually curious. You only played 11 games for us. Okay, Simon Gagne, 26 goals, 36 assists for 62 points, and he was a +18. Christian, you had 25 goals, 35 assists for 60 points, and was a +1. Joan, you had two assists for 2 points. You didn't score a single goal, and you were a -3. Okay, how you pronounce your name. You had 8 goals, 12 assists for 20 points, and you were -11. Okay, you had 1 goal, 11 assists for 12 points, and you were a +2. Ante Kopitar, you had 19 goals, 46 assists for 65 points, and you were a +19. Brendan, you had a -1. And you only played 2 games, so yeah, you literally did nothing. Trevor Lewis, you had 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points, and a -2. Brad Marchand, you had 16 goals, 19 assists for 37 points, and you were a -3. But he's actually been the best player, one of our best players in the playoffs. Alec Martinez, you had 3 goals, 23 assists for 26 points, and you were +15. Brandon Morrow, 32 goals, 35 assists for 67 points, and you were +2. Jake Muzzin. Okay, you had no goals, 1 assist for 1 point, and you were +1. Mike, you had 6 goals, 9 assists for 15 points, and you were -1. Rob Sagari, you had 1 goal, 5 assists for 6 points, and you were -6. Jared Stoll, you had 14 goals, 16 assists for 30 points, and you were -7. Whatever your name is, you had 23 goals, 23 assists for 46 points, and you were -8. Justin Williams, you had 30 goals, 28 assists for 58 points, and you were +20. Matt Sukuloa, you had 7 goals, 20 assists for 27 points, and you were +8. Okay, so yeah. Now let's look at the player stat in the playoffs for our team. Okay, now we're in the playoffs. Johnny Boychuk, you had 4 goals, 15 assists for 19 points, +14. Dustin Brown, you had 5 goals, 7 assists for 12 points, and you were +7. Kyle Clifford, you had 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points, +1. Drew Doughty, you had 3 goals, and interesting enough, guys, all Drew Doughty's goals came into the Stanley Cup Finals. And he had 8 assists for 11 points, +11. Jake, you had 1 assist for 1 point, and you were -2. Steve, you had 1 goal, 1 assist, or 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points, +6. Simone Gagne, you have 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points, and you were +13. You had 4 goals, 1 assist for 5 points, +4. Okay, you had no goals, 6 assists for 6 points, +11. Ante Kopitar, you had 9 goals, 10 assists for 19 points, +8. Trevor Lewis, you literally did nothing, but you were +1. How many games did you play? You only played 1 game the entire postseason. Brad Marchand, you had 7 goals, 17 assists, for 17 points, and you were +9. Alec Martinez, you had 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points, +3. Brendan, you had 6 goals, 10 assists for 16 points, and you were +9. Jake Muzzin, you literally did nothing, and you were a -1. How many games did you play for? You played 7 games for us. Mike, you had 1 goal. And you just have 1 goal in the entire playoffs. But you do have 1 point. So you have 1 goal for 1 point, and you were +3. So yeah. Rob Sagari, you have 1 goal for 1 point, but you were +11. But you're a shutdown defenseman, so whatever. Jared Stoll, you have 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points, and you were +4. You had 4 goals, 5 assists for 9 points, and you were +5. Justin Williams, you had 2 goals, 9 assists for 11 points, and you were +11. Matt Zuccarello, you had 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points, and you were +6. Yeah, we had a pretty good run, I would say. Jonathan Quick, you had 2.08 goals against average. You had 34 wins and 18 losses. And you have .923 save percentage, which is pretty good. All right, let's look at my backup goalie. He had a 3.48 goals against average. He only played 7 games. He was 2-3. What's the save percentage? .868. I mean, I'm not really a goalie expert, so, but I think that's good. And in the playoffs for Jonathan Quick, I only had 1 goalie in the playoffs. Okay, that was weird. Alright, he had 16 wins, 6 losses, and he played 24 games. 1.67 goals against average, .9110 save percentage. And here we are in this at the playoff tree. So here's the entire playoffs. Colorado beat the #1 seed Chicago Blackhawks in an upset in 7 games, 4-3. I beat the Calgary Flames 4-3, up 3-0, by the way, and losing 3 straight games, but won in Game 7. Minnesota upset Vancouver Canucks in 7 games, 4-3, and San Jose beat the Phoenix Coyotes 4-2 in 6 games. In the second round, I beat Colorado 4-2 in 6 games. San Jose beat Minnesota 4-3 in 7 games, and I beat San Jose in the conference finals in 7 games, 4-3. In the Eastern Conference, Carolina beat Montreal Canadiens 4-2 in 6 games. Buffalo Sabres beat the New York Islanders 4-1 in 5 games. Pittsburgh Penguins defeated the Philadelphia Flyers in the Battle of Pennsylvania of 2 teams that heavily despise each other 4-2 in 6 games. Florida Panthers beat the Winnipeg Jets in 6 games, 4-2. Carolina beat the Florida Panthers 4-1 in 5 games. Buffalo Sabres beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-2. And in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Buffalo Sabres beat the Carolina Hurricanes, swept them 4-0. In the Stanley Cup Finals, I beat the Buffalo Sabres, sweeping them in 4 games to win the Stanley Cup, the 2013 Stanley Cup. So yeah, that's how you know in the playoffs and what happened. All right, I think there's much else to say. Let's sit to the draft. Okay, the playoffs have ended. The Stanley Cup champion is the Los Angeles Kings, and the Calder Cup champion is the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, which is the New York Islanders AHL affiliate. I'll take a look at the AHL playoffs in a second. Oh my God, Wisniewski. That's one of my mom's favorite players. He played for the Los Angeles Kings, and then we traded him to Edmonton, and then he went to the Ducks. Even though in real life he went to the New York Islanders his final year. Here are the goalies. Jose Theodore. I think I remember him. David Brown. I don't know who you are. Here. The centers. Vince. Nick Bodino. Ryan Stone. Brendan Wrong. Here is the wingers. Eric Cole. Timu Solani. He still will play one more season before actually retiring in real life. Kyle Rogers. Here is the left wingers, Sean Fortin. I remember Sean Fortin. I have no idea who you are. Josh Green. So none of my players have retired. Finally, the defenseman. Wisnowski, remember him? He was a former. I don't remember him as a King, but I remember him as a Duck. A Duck and New York Islanders, because that's actually one of my mom's favorite players, like I said. And she actually has a jersey of him when he was with the Kings. Not even joking. I see her wear it all the time. Andrew, Tom, Steven, Joseph. Sergachev, Chris Phillips, Kim Johnson, and Andreas, Mike Reaver, Kent, Nicholas Bridstrom, who was on the Tampa Bay Lightning, Brian McCabe, I think that's how you say it, Bryce, Nick Boyton, Shane, so yeah, none of my players retired. Oh, today is the prospect game. Would you like to play this game? No, I don't care about the prospect game. I ran to the draft, but before I go to the draft, let's look at the AHL playoff and see how they do. No, that's not play entry. This is a play entry. AHL. See how they do. Bridgestone Sound Tigers. They won in 6 games over something Heat. I don't know who. I don't follow the AHL, so I'm not familiar with their teams. I only know a few of them. Like the Texas Stars, like I know them. Okay, my AHL team did make the playoffs and we lost in 6 games. Alright guys, I think it's time to start the 2013 NHL draft. And the Anaheim Ducks have the first overall pick, with the Ottawa Senators and Edmonton Oilers with the top 3. And look, the Bruins have 3 first-round picks, and one of them is my pick, because I traded my first-round pick to Boston for, I think it was Jack Johnson, and it was like a different player, for Johnny Boychuk and Brad Marchand. Alright, so let's see, will there be any trades for me? Ooh, I got some trades. I got one from Calgary, New Jersey, and Montreal. Alright, let's do Calgary first. Let's see what they offer. Dustin Brown, Jeff Finger for this guy. No, I'm not trading Dustin Brown. So no, Calgary, I'm not doing that. $34. I'm not gonna trade Dustin Brown, but I want to see what he did. 74 points. No. Oh my god! Please don't tell me they're gonna go into moves for trading for Dustin Brown. Anti-Green. Well, I do need defensemen, but I don't want to trade Dustin Brown. Let me see if there's another player that I can trade. How about this guy for Anti-Green? Okay. Yeah, I was hoping for... Because what I need is defense. That's what I need. Alright. Well, I have no pick in the first round, so... Yeah. Well, I was a complete idiot and I accidentally auto-draft the entire thing. So there's no more trades because I'm a complete idiot. Oops. that was my fault, guys. I promise I did not mean to do that. I was trying to like skip to the next round and I completely messed up. And there's nothing I can do about that. So that was my fault. Like I feel so stupid for doing that. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go through the picks. I'm just gonna go through the 7 rounds and my picks. So yeah. So I had no picks in the first round. I had no picks in the second round, but if you want, here is the second round, so you can take a look at that really quick. I had no picks in the third round. So once again, here's the third round. Anyway, if you guys are curious. I had 4 picks in the first round. I had 2 straight picks in 5 and 6, and then I have 1 at the end of the round, and the rest of the picks. I had 2 5th round picks. The very first pick of the 5th round and the very last pick of the 5th round, and the rest of the picks as well. Oh, I hit. God damn it, I hit A. I didn't mean to hit A. I'm a complete dumbass. Alright, let's see if I, So yeah, you didn't see my 6 and 7 pick. It doesn't matter. It looks like they'll want to make trades anyway. So okay, so I guess I don't feel that bad, honestly. But again, I didn't mean to do that, but it was just me being stupid. So anyway, I'm gonna go to re-sign phase, and I have $7 million in cap space. Let's see who's due for an extension. I actually don't know. Jared Stoll is due for an extension. How are you this season? You did nothing. I might let you walk. I'm gonna resign. I'm gonna resign Jared Stoll. Alright, Marshawn. Gotta bring you back. 4-year extension. An RFA, so I have to resign him. 1-year deal. It's 69 now, I'm not signing him. Usually I don't like to sign people that are below 70 in their C rating potential. So I'm not signing that guy at center. I have a lot of wingers that are... Oh boy, everyone except for one is up for signing. Kind of want to re-sign Brandon Morrow because he's been pretty important to us. Simon Gane, I think I can let you walk. Do I want to keep both of them very important to our team? How about you? Have you this? Oh my god, my winger. I'll offer them extension to see if they'll sign or not. If they do, great. If not, then oh well. At least I tried. I know people are gonna be looking at me and be like, Michael, what are you doing? Look, to be fair, I'm not really familiar. I'm not very good at these types of like decisions and stuff. So, yeah. Dwight King, yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep him because he was actually on our team for a couple of years. Kyle Cliver, another player I had to keep. Again, he was on our team for a long time. And why not sign some on rights picks, or draft picks? Okay, but what I'm gonna do this off season is definitely defense. Okay, we don't have a lot of white wingers to sign. Jordan Nolan, yeah, I'm signing him. Mine is B, so he has potential to be good. Tyler Toffoli, can't sign him right now. That'll be later on. Alright, how about defense? Alright, Rob Segura, I think I can definitely let walk. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I'm definitely gonna let Rob Segura walk. How about you? 40 points? 31. Sure, I'll offer an extension. Only one year. I'm kind of surprised only 1 year. I expected more money. Alec Martinez, yeah, I'm definitely resigning you. You're an RFA. Jake Muzzin, I gotta sign him. My dad will hate me for this, but well, screw him. Because my dad hates Jake Muzzin with a burning passion. Alright, I'm gonna sign you because you're a minus B, which means you have potential to be good. I'm just signing unsigned players. Alright, there's one more I gotta unsign. Or there's one more unsigned player I gotta sign. Alright, boom. How about goalies? Jonathan Quick here, UFA. 4-year deal, yes. And then Martin Jones, Christopher Gibson. I'm gonna sign Martin Jones to be my backup for now, and I'll sign this guy. They both have potential to be. Ooh, I have three. Yeah, I'll just. Actually, do I want this? I'll just sign him anyway. Maybe I'll get trades later on. We'll see. So yeah, there we go. I just signed players I want to sign. Send them to the day, see if anyone will re-sign with me. Oh look, Sidney Crosby looks like it to be a free agent. Do I really want to sign Sidney Crosby? I don't like Sidney Crosby. right, cool. Most people have to re-sign with me. Okay. Okay, they declined the offer. Ooh, I have $7 million in cap space. I probably should sign that money for defense. Alright everybody, that is going to be the end of today's video. I apologize for not doing anything in the draft because I was an idiot and accidentally hit the auto draft. I really hope that happens again, so I think the next time I'm going to do that draft, I'm not going to hit any buttons until it's over. But luckily only like 2 trades even made the entire draft, so I guess like nothing really happens anyway, so I guess I don't feel too bad. And plus, they're probably just going to keep getting obsessed with me trading Dustin Brown, which gets very annoying. So yeah, the next month would be the 2013-2014 season, a year that the real-life Los Angeles Kings won the Stanley Cup. Will the video game Los Angeles Kings win 2nd straight Stanley Cups? I don't know, but we'll see. So yeah, next season looks like I have $7 million in cap space. I think I'm going to use that one to get defense, because I think I signed a lot of players. I had like $26 million in cap space, but I had to keep some of my players, right? But yeah, but once I saw $7 million, I was like, oh yeah, it's probably best for me to save that money for defense. So yeah, so we'll see who's available from defense. And like I said, Sidney Crosby is on the market. I'm not signing Sidney Crosby. He's not a defenseman anyway. But even if I desperately need a center, I would not be signing Sidney Crosby because I don't like Sidney Crosby. I despise him. I hate him with a burning passion. So yeah, signing Sidney Crosby would be the worst thing. So yeah, anyway, I don't have much else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this season. It was an interesting one for sure. So I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye everyone and have a great day.